cover there on Patrick Large, not able to score the victory just yet, but obviously the tag team belts are weighing heavily in their mind. You know, they like to have their shot. They want to get a victory. They'd like to get those belts tonight. They got screwed pretty much out of them last week. They'd like to get them tonight.
And let's not to mention 2 weeks ago also.
Well, Drexl taking Patrick Large. He's running around the ring right now. Drexl trying to cut him off. The floor. That's going to make a guy like Drexl just a little more insane.
Yes, very much so. See, Patrick Large used to be the guy that I used to respect. But this little cowardless is like running around here left and right. It's really not turning my gig on that much.
We just passed the 5-minute mark right now. Drexl, though, on the floor. Wait a minute. We got Hess working over Chuck Payne, Patrick Large and Drexl in the ring. I got to ask you this, though. What's the deal with MJ Aurora? It looks to me like she's been battered, abused. She's got bruises all over herself. What, you know? And then, of course, Paynefully Large has been doing anything but treating her professionally as well.
Well, you know what? I say this much. I tried to find out 2 weeks ago exactly what was the situation going on with that, and she's staying a little quiet. So one of them is doing the damage to it, and it's no secret at all that her and Pat Large are involved. So I have to think that the man of the household is acting a little bit like his race, a little Irish.
Well, we got the old Chris Brown Rihanna thing going on here.
A little Chris Brown, Rihanna, Bobby Whitney, also my favorite, Ike and Tina. We can edit that out later.
Yes, please. And Ike, if you're listening, we love you.
Yes, we do. I'm not a believer at all of beating women.
There you go. Although you are the current women's champion.
Yes, at this moment in time, I am the current women's champion, but I will actually have an announcement to make actually later on tonight or next week, because honestly, I can tell you this much, so like I haven't defended the women's title except for last week, and really it's just sitting on my shoulders and collecting dust, really.
And of course with the Illuminati, you know, if they win the tag team belts tonight, it could be, you know, if one of them is involved in another matchup, you could slide in as one half of the tag team champions too.
Yes, I very much could. Well, have.
Bulldog, isn't that kind of back like in the 80s with the Fabulous Freebirds?
Absolutely. There were a lot of teams that were just like that. You know, the Freebirds come to mind as a strong team, but there was like the Simone SWAT team, there were the SST, and a number of other teams that were well established as a three-man unit, and you just never knew who you were going to get.
Same thing with Demolition with Crush.
Yes, you have to include them as well. Go, covered by Hess, only gets to 2. You can see the attorney Pops there at ringside representing the Illuminati, all their affairs and that sort of thing. And I'm sure with all the contract signings you guys have been going through, Quiz, obviously, you know, his help has been very advantageous having him there for you guys.
Yes, very much so. He's actually been well knowledgeable in the arts of getting me off of probation to catch my drift.
Yes, with the tombstone driver goes Hess on. Patrick Large makes the tag into Drexl. This could be it right now. We could have new tag team champions.
I've got a feeling after that, Patrick Large is going to be about 3 inches shorter.
Oh my! Stuck leg drop.
3 inches shorter, that's exactly what his wife said.
Oh my goodness, moving right along here quickly. Drexl now hooks up for the suplex. Oh, neck breaker!
And ladies and gentlemen, that's why he's called the Messiah of the neck breakers.
Incredible swinging neck breaker.
Here we go. Knee to the head, he tried to fight it. Oh, onto the knee. Neck breaker again, and now Drexl picks him up. The driver into a neck breaker.
That's the third.
1, 2, but Drexl picked him up.
That's
I'm
the
going to tell
third.
you, after what happened with you last week, I'm sure they're trying to send him a message right now.
Very much so. They're sending him a message and making sure that there's no interference whatsoever. Just have me and Sexy Time one-on-one.
Bulldog, look at that. With just in the last few minutes, we've had 4 different variations of the neck breaker.
Drexl trying desperately to end Patrick Large's career like they almost ended Quiz's career last week. How's your neck doing from all that choke out the last week or so with that coat hanger and just horrid?
You know, recently enough, I actually had to go to the hospital and everything to get that rechecked out again because the first time I actually had a bruised larynx from it. The doctor said still a little strain here or there from it, but also it's going to heal up later on.
Well, good to see you're back up and running again, although I'm not sure if you're fully 100% yet. But for Sexy Time, I mean, obviously, you know, psychologically, he may have the advantage in that he's, you know, injured you on a couple of occasions there, put you into that coffin, and like I asked while you were in there, you know, what sort of things are going through your mind? Obviously, you know, I don't know if you were really coherent about it, but, I mean, from our vantage point, it didn't look like it could have been an awful lot of fun.
From awful lot of fun, I do not know what that means. That is not fun or walk in the park at all. I'm telling you, being in that coffin, being in like that dark, dank, very close, confined spaces, like, I'm not going to lie, I'm claustrophobic as all can be. Like, that was like a huge wake-up call. Yes, Sexy Time may have a huge psychological advantage on me, but with him putting me in that casket last week has made me even more determined to stay out of that casket.
Hyperextending that hamstring there by Wade Hess on Patrick Large. And right now, the Illuminati in full control of this matchup here. Oh, leg drops in the nether regions, and I think that may have been a little bit
South of the border?
Yeah, a little bit. And we're not talking Taco Bell.
Exactly. Look, MJ has a little smile on her face from that.
Here we go. Look out, Large in the corner. Drexl setting him up. Oh, nobody home. Someone needed the turnbuckle. And Drexl's had all sorts of issues with those knees of recent days, and this is definitely not going to help him.
One thing about Paynefully Large, when they get an injured body part, they stick to it.
They're like hyenas. I think that's the best way to describe them, like jackals. You know, they feast, and they are meticulous about feasting. They don't care. They just are there to attack and attack and attack. That's similar to what happened to you, Quiz. I mean, it was like they ganged up on you, allowed Sexy Time to come in there and attack you. And I mean, you couldn't have even seen him coming. I mean, Painfully Large was circling their prey. Pretty much, you were their prey.
You know what? I would say this much, like to see that was like the extra added. Like these guys, they just started acting a little shady, and then like that extra edge that they got with being with Sexy Time, it's like just warped their minds. They're definitely a pack of rabid dogs. That's all they do, come in and out, left and right.
Okay, now the tag's made to Patrick Large coming in off the ropes. Drops down on that knee again. And for Painfully Large, this is the corner they want to have Drexl in. It's in their corner. They cut that ring off, and they're owning that ring right now.
And that is the sign of a good tag team, is to cut off the ring, to keep your opponent close to your corner where you can make quick with tags, keep the fresh guy in.
Right, he stands moving behind my boy Drexl.
Bulldog,
I gotta make a tag, and I gotta make it real fast here.
how many people have you ever heard cheer for the devil like that?
Only from Motley Crue when they shouted the devil.
Good times, good times.
Just asking, just mentioning. But I'll tell you right now, if you look at Drexl himself right here in Derek Drexl, you're right. But you know, it's going to be kind of odd because we're going to be seeing another double in a week's time, Dr. Luther.
This man is a very, very dangerous man. I had a chance of meeting this man a few weeks back. He's a very nice guy, but something's not there.
When that bell rings, yeah.
Yes. It's like I actually stayed on my best behavior. I'm usually not on my best behavior in the back, but with that man, I definitely on my best behavior. I did not actually want to set him off whatsoever.
Right now, straight with that leg up there, trying to make a recovery.
Beautiful, devastating.
Tag, but no, Payne's got to hold that leg. Oh, he makes the tag here. Oh, look at that.
That was a devastating kick to the back of the head.
Using the foot there for the tag. I don't know if that's legal, but the referee allowed it.
You know what? I'm actually not gonna lie. That was actually pretty impressive. They're actually doing something very smart here, and that's isolating Derek Drexl and targeting the leg.
Again, like you said, a pack of hyenas. They just stick to that one body part, and they prey on that body part until it's useless.
Here's the thing for Drexl. When he likes to go to that insecurity, when he likes to use the drop kick, you take out one of those important pieces for him. Even the neck breaker. He uses all that power in his legs to hold the guy up. He can't do that on one leg.
You'd be amazed at what I've seen Derek do with one leg. This man